public policy to aid investments, angel investments. I also feel that government should directly be involved in angel investment, but that enabling environment, the ease of doing business, one of which is creating trust. One of the key things that I find that hamper, angel investment is the issue of trust. How trust, how do we enforce or improve trust in the Nigerian business environment? One of it is making our law courts work. You should be able to settle disputes fast, although, going to court should be a last resort, but we should be able to say that, when you sign a contract, it is valid. It's not something that you can tie up in the courts forever and people have no say. The issue of corruption, just that imagery of Nigeria, we just sort of need to improve it so that we can increase the level of funds that actually come into Nigeria. The other thing I would also try to advocate is that government itself needs to, have funding that invests in growing businesses. I was talking to, for instance, take the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. It's set up to be able to provide financial support so that there are jobs. And one of the key ways is to create businesses and not just government money. So what funding have they put aside to either match angel investment or to fund research, new ideas, put their money where their mouth is? Those are some of the things that I would say. So most times that government comes up with initiatives, they keep focusing on loans, short-term loans, and so on and so forth. That really, to me, doesn't really scale business. It doesn't lead to that innovation that we are looking for. So I would say that if you truly want to grow businesses, you to have a fund that you're supporting venture capital organizations with funding, so that way it leverages the availability of fund, have partnership with venture capital firms, and I'll try to align where you invest into the strategy of the nation or Lagos State. So for instance, make sure that we have a strategy for Nigeria. What is our strategy? Where do we want to see our strength? Where is our competitive advantage? For instance, if people say it's agric, is there an agric fund? What are we doing in those areas to really scale innovation? So those are some of the things that I would say. But for me, largely after infrastructure, to me, that's the first thing. Get infrastructure right so that businesses can flourish. The next is to create that environment of trust. And I'm sure that you will see investment just coming.